Good morning, friends. It is a Sunday morning here in Chicago, a beautiful Sunday morning. It is supposed to be like 93 degrees today. I'm from Alaska, so that means that at some point today, one of two things will happen. I will either melt into a puddle like Olaf, or I will just spontaneously combust and burst into flames. Yeah, I'm not a huge heat fan. I would say like 80 is comfortably the top end for me. So 93, this will be interesting. Going to pick up family to have breakfast, excited about that. And then I don't think we have any plans today. So we will see what we end up doing. Whatever we do, it'll be fun because we'll be together and enjoying Chicago. Chicago traffic, I have most certainly not missed you at all. So I was getting in the car, I dropped my phone on the road, and look what happened to the screen. Oh, so I may spend some time later today in an Apple store trying to get a new screen replaced. That sucks. So now we're gonna go check out the Adler Planetarium. I actually have never been here. I'm super excited to see what they have.
Can't hear it anymore, but you see it's working because the light's still flashing.
A number of years ago, I drove a Saturn, and I can guarantee that thing would not go 65 miles an hour. So this science is flawed. It's kind of cool. So this is pretty cool. It's the Gemini 12 space capsule. The view of the Chicago skyline from the planetarium and the waterfront is just amazing. That looks awesome. Navy Pier out there. So I just left my family, so good to see them. Grabbed myself an icy because it's about a bajillion degrees. I'm going to the Apple store. Hopefully they can fix my phone before my flight. So here's the latest. They think, fingers crossed, that they can get this fixed today. I'm on the list for the Genius Bar. I have to kill about 50 minutes. They're gonna text me, and then hopefully we're gonna get this crazy cracked screen all fixed. So I decided to duck into a mall here in Chicago while I wait for my phone to be fixed. And I found this Dr. Seuss art gallery. Look how cool this stuff is. I feel like these would be great conversation starters to have on the wall of your house. And then across from the Dr. Seuss gallery, there is the Lego store, and there is the Willis Tower, formerly the Sears Tower. I didn't know it wasn't called that anymore. And the whole Chicago skyline in Legos. Super cool. So my phone is not ready yet. I have nothing else to do. I don't know the area, so I don't want to like go and get lost because my phone is my directional map. So I'm just gonna hang out here in the theater at the Apple store. I think I have about 20 minutes left until my phone screen should be ready. Fingers crossed. Apple store, are you kidding? Fixed. 90 minutes ago the screen was broke. Apple came through as always and the screen is fixed. I can get on my flight in the morning with a fresh, beautiful, uncracked screen. I'm gonna Casey Neistat this shop. I got my juice, now we're going back to my studio. I'm just kidding, I don't even have a studio. But I do like juice. And if you guys didn't get any of that, clearly you need to watch more Casey Neistat vlogs. I do love Navy Pier, and it has been years since I made it down here. This is kind of cool. All through Navy Pier, there's this Rolling Stones exhibit. So they have the famous Stones lips and tongue done up with lots of different designs all throughout the pier. So while I'm out here enjoying Navy Pier, I thought I'd stop and give you a little history lesson about this place. Navy Pier was built in 1692. It was actually the first United States Navy port. Old Ironsides, the famous US Navy ship, actually sailed out of this port in 1418 as it went to fight the Spanish Armada in the Spanish-American War. None of that is true. I don't know what the history of it is, but it's cool. So I'm not really sure if that worked or not. Time lapses aren't always great when there's not like a lot of clouds, and that was kind of a slow sunset. It was at least pretty to watch. Alright friends, if you watched our Paris vlogs, you know that I've been on a Nutella craze ever since we got back from Paris. And they actually just opened the first Nutella cafe here in America. It's here in Chicago. I'm walking around the city and I ran into it. Unfortunately, it's closed. So it's almost over, but the Chicago Blues Festival is going on this weekend. I think the last band is on stage. I'm gonna try to at least catch a couple minutes of it. It's free and it's supposed to be huge. Junior.
What a show, what a set, what a blues fest, what a weekend it's been.
Good morning, friends. It is a couple minutes before 6 a.m. on Monday. About a half an hour later than I wanted to be. Just could not wake up this morning. Fingers crossed, global entry and TSA pre-check come through, and I have no problems, and I'm able to make my flight. Let's go to the airport so we can go home. Even at 6 in the morning, the traffic is bad. Everywhere else actually seems to be moving fine, but the off-ramp to get to O'Hare, not so much. I was concerned about making my flight, but I am through security at O'Hare and I have 50 minutes left still. Pre-check took me maybe 5 minutes to get through TSA this time. It's worth it, you guys. It was the sight I saw when I got to Chicago. It's the sight I see when I'm leaving.